Welcome back to Kevin's European Garage, and today I'm going to be changing the cabin filter on my 2013 Porsche Cayenne. So today I'm going to be putting in this cabin air filter. This is one purchased right from Porsche at the dealership. You can see the part number over here on it, just in case you want to buy this one. But you can get aftermarket ones. This one is made by Mon Filters, so I would imagine you should be able to get this aftermarket. It should be pretty much basically the same thing. That this is one of the I guess a charcoal activated kind of filters. So we're going to be putting this one inside the car today. Okay, so the cabin filter is found underneath the passenger side dashboard over here. Actually, down over here, the bottom, and let's go to that now. And today's helper is Lizzie over here, and she's going to help me out with if I get it in the way, because that's what she likes to do, and sniff stuff. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is take out the screw. It is a T20. And now I have to pull down this panel. So start pulling on the corner over here. So you pull down the corner over here, that releases that. And just pull yourself across this way. Pull down. And then also disconnect the light over here so you can get this thing out of the way. And squeeze the tabs on the side, 2 tabs on the side, and squeeze. So now you can do this. Now you get the panel all the way, and also you got to disconnect the other your outlet over here. And you just push on this tab, and now we can get the panel out of the way. Okay, so to give easier access to where the filter is, you're gonna have to pull off this little pipe over here, and this is just a little duct work. So if you reach up behind it, right behind here, up on top of this, you're gonna feel a little tab, and you're gonna lift on that, and then you're going to pull it down at the same time with the other hand and take it out. And it looks like this. This is the little tab I'm talking about. So now we have more room to get to this filter. Okay, so it's hard to see is that you got a little tab that's right over here. Okay, look this thing up a little higher for you to look at it. So you have a little tab. And the side over here, you want to put in your screwdriver and you want to gently pry on it. And this will lower the cover for the filter. There you go. So you want to, if you can see here, I'm jamming the screwdriver in between here, this little tab, and where it reaches on the box. Unfortunately, you can't wrap your finger around on it to grab it from the top. So you have to kind of put your screwdriver in there and just kind of pry it back a little bit to release it, to bring it down. Now this, you get this out of the way, just push this thing down, and it slides off the back. Over here, you just slide it back this way to take it off. So this is the cover for the cabin air filter. So now I reach up in here and grab the filter. I have to pull this off. And this thing is dirty. I'm going to have to use a screwdriver to pry it out. There you go. Remember, you say you're going to have to kind of slightly move these things out of the way. Move the harness out of the way. Take the filter and drop it down. So that's my dirty filter. So I suggest changing them every 15 to 20,000 miles. This one is actually quite dirty. So it was definitely time to do this. And be mindful of the airflow that you watch this. When you want to put it up in there, you want to have the arrows pointing towards the front of the vehicle and not towards the back. So you put it up like this. The arrows shall be pointing this way is how you want the arrows pointing, because this is how it gets sucked in. So let's put this back up. You see how dusty it gets up here. So inside here, that's where the filter sits. And we gotta be, like I said, we gotta be mindful of the direction of the arrows so you go in the right way. So now let's put this filter in. The camera's getting in the way. Hold on. All right, let's try this again. So I tucked that harness up and out of the way. We're gonna put this up and in. Ah, there it goes. There, it finally came out. Hopefully that's not that hard to get back in there. All right. Slide back up into place. Be mindful of your airflow diagram. The arrows are pointing this way. Push it all the way up and in. And now we're good. So now we have to put the cover back on. Make sure you clean off your little seal. It sits nicely in the channel on this, so you don't have to worry about having to fit it up. So now we put the back part on first. There's a little tab over here. Sliding up and on in. And then we just push it up in the front. All right, we're good there. Now the next thing is we got to put this hose back in. I was hoping that I wouldn't have to pop it out, but it came out on its own. So it's kind of tucked up in there. Hopefully just pop back into place. That's it. So pop that back up in place. And then now push this thing back up on its clip. Okay. All right, then now the next thing is to put the panel back on. All right, so this is Dog helping. He's a little shy of the camera. She doesn't like the camera. Okay, so I got the panel back down. So before we connect the electrical connectors, I'm going to show you where these two tabs. You got a tab here, and you got a tab over here. And then they're going to go up inside over here. This is the first one. And the second one is just on the other side of this back over here. And there's a little slot for it. So that's where these two ride in. So now let's connect up the electrical connection. And then we're going to lift the panel up, slide this in first, and then lift this back up over here and push it in. Make sure you got them in the tabs. There's the tab. Now push the panel up. Just push it right up. So now it's all pushed up and they're tight. Make sure this thing's pushed up all the way, because if it's not, when you go to open up the glove box, it will rub a little bit over here. So you want to make sure the thing is pushed up all the way. And just to test it, just to lower the glove box. Make sure you don't hear anything. Last thing to do is put up this screw with a T20. And that's it. All right, so this is the cabin filter out of my car. This thing's got approximately 20,000 miles on it. You can see within 20,000 miles, these things get pretty dirty depending on where you live. And up here, it gets dirty. So I would suggest anywhere from 15 to 20,000 miles that you replace this. Put a decent one inside there, because you definitely want to stop all the stuff from coming inside the car. Thanks for watching Kevin's European Garage. Today I put the cabin filter in my 2013 Porsche Cayenne. So I hope you liked this video. Please subscribe. Don't forget to ring the notification bell so you know when I come out with new videos. And I should have something coming out pretty soon for the Cayenne over here. A little bit, something different than what I've done before with it. So stay tuned for that. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.